Hello and welcome to Debbie Loves Designing. Well, I made a pretty beaded earrings. I wire wrapped this pretty bead earring, lovely dangle earring, and I wanted to show you how I done it. So what you're going to need is some 22 gauge wire, and I've already cut this to 3 inches. You're also going to need obviously a bead of your choice and an earring hook, and what you also will need is flush cutters. Flush cutters. Well, I've already cut the wire, but I'm going to still need it to cut the wire again. So flush cutters, and you'll also need flat nose pliers, chain nose pliers, and round nose pliers. Now, first of all, pick up your jewellery making wire, piece that you have cut off to 3 inches. And when you've cut it in 3 inches, pick up your round nose pliers and put the pliers to the very end of the wire. Don't have anything sticking out here. And then we're going to gradually make a loop. So just gradually make one. Because the reason I'm doing it gradually, when I just take it and go brrr, make one like that, then the hoop's really lopsided. So if I gradually make one, it won't be so lopsided. So just make it until you've closed the gap on the very end. So you should have a loop at the end and a straight wire going up. And if your loop does get a bit lopsided, then you can always give it some adjustments with your flat nose pliers. Next thing we're going to do is pick up the bead and just simply slide it on. So we're sliding it on like that, nice secure hoop at the bottom, and then we've got all this to play with. So what I will do is turn it round and pick up my round nose pliers and put it near the end. So leave a gap between the plier and the bead. And this gap is about 1/2 centimetre. About half a fingernail. You've got a fingernail, but like half quarter of your little finger. Kind of estimate like this. And then what you will do is hold the top of the wire and then just turn it around, turn it. So just turn it, turn it, turn it. Maybe move it up slightly. Like that. And then you're going to just kind of turn it, keep turning it and bring it across so that you've got like a shape like a P. And then what you would do next is pick up either your flat nose pliers or your chain nose pliers and then just kind of hold it and clamp it. So what we're going to do now is just turn the wire. See that you've got a little gap there. We're going to just turn the wire about 1 or 2 times, about 2 or 3 times. So you should look something like this where you've turned it, and make sure when you turn it, make sure that there's that the bead has got a little bit of movement, because if you wind it too tight and the bead can't move, sometimes it ends up breaking off. So give the bead some space at the top, basically a little bit of space. Right, so I'm going to hold this with my flat nose pliers. And when you turn, if you turn too much, it can get too hard to turn. The wire can get kind of harder and harder to turn. So I normally make about 2 to 3 loops, 2 to 3 wraps. So I normally do about 2 or 3 wraps. I do quite like the wraps, but they do get quite harder to turn. and make the coils near to each other. Right, so now it's time to cut off this tail. So what you would bring in is your flush cutters, and you'll get very near, and then you'll cut it off, because we don't need that anymore. And then there's still a little bit poking out. Show you. There's still a little bit poking out. There, you can see it there. Focus. So I'm going to cut that off. So I've got that off now. And so all I need is it's still a bit sharp though. So what I would need is just to pick up my chain nose pliers or my flat nose pliers and tuck it in. It can be a little bit tricky to cut it, to get in there, but still get in there and squeeze it. Right, so I've got it in. So I personally find using my flat nose pliers easier to tuck it in. So I've tucked it in now, and sometimes it might look a bit kind of lopsided. So you'll pick up your chain nose pliers along with your flat nose pliers and just kind of straighten it out a bit, like kind of neaten it up. So they both look nice and neat and in a row and all pretty, sort of like that. And if you find that it's, you can also sort of give there a little pinch at the bottom. Pinch the little bit there just to secure it in place. And at the top as well, give it a little bit of a press. So then I'll hold these together and kind of make sure that they're nice and straight together. Then next, now that we'll pick up our earring hook and just open it by using your round nose pliers. So I'm just going to open it now. Just go in between and open it. Like that. Just a little opening. Open it now. Just go in between and open it. Like that. Just a little opening. Open it now. And then just hook the earring on. And also when I made the one before, I was thinking maybe can hook it that way. So the twirls are at the bottom. Because I made one and the twirls, the coils really, coils, twirls, is at the top. And this one, it's at the bottom. You could do it like that as well. But I think I'll just put it the same way as the other ones to make a pair. So just hook that on. Just hook that on. And then simply close it by using just use me chain nose pliers. And just hooking it. And then just bringing it together. Bring your thumb and bring it together like so. Brought it together a bit, or also I could use my flat nose pliers and just squeeze it like that. Squeeze it slowly together until it's meeting. Yes, it's meeting. So there we are. Got a lovely pair of dangly pretty earrings. Sorry, that's my cat. Alice, what is it? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, got some lovely wire wrap dangly pretty earrings with the pretty beads. So there we are. And also if you've got a chain, you can hook it onto a chain as well. If you've got a jump ring, you can kind of hook it together. So it would be just longer, wouldn't it? So you could keep adding. If you make more, you can just keep adding. So you'll have longer earrings. But yeah, so I've got these lovely earrings here. So thank you so much for taking time out for watching my channel. If you've got any comments or any questions, please pop them down below. I'll put all my channel links because I'm more on Instagram and Pinterest. And I've started to go on TikTok. Well, I only put one on there, but I'm going to start going on there because I quite like TikTok as well. But that'll take me a while to build that one up. So anyway, thank you so much for taking time out to watch my channel.